What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy UFK Strategy here, and today I'm going to be talking about. Hold on, let me minimize. I'm gonna talk while watching the gameplay, just so I kind of know what's going on and where we're at in the gameplay. So this is gonna be about 10 minutes of pure football / soccer talk. If you're not into that, sorry, you're gonna have to watch another video. But my latest videos have been predictions, so this is another prediction for the final game of the Euros. Portugal versus France, going at it. I don't really know where the finals is played. I'm gonna assume Paris, because it just seems the most obvious location. But I don't know. I don't really know exactly where it's played. But it's in France and it's Portugal. Basically, Ronaldo versus the golden boy so far, which is Griezmann, who has 6 goals to Ronaldo's 3 goals. And yeah, so start off with Griezmann's France is a powerhouse. They were obviously one of the favorites to win the Euros, and they beat Germany to get to the finals 2-0, I think it was. Griezmann scored 2 goals, one off a penalty in the, I think, 47th minute, actually, 45th plus extra time in the first half, I mean. And due to a Schweinsteiger handball, because for some reason German players like to give away goals at crucial moments, so they just try to swat the ball out of the air with their hands, and that happened to the Germans last game. And the one again, I don't even know who they played before this. I think it was Iceland. They gave Iceland a free goal. No, wait, it wasn't Iceland. Maybe it was. I don't remember, but either way, Boateng raised his hands way up in the sky for no reason and gave. I think it was Iceland, but I could be wrong there. And gave him a free penalty, but they beat. If it was Iceland, they beat them 5-2. So it's whatever. Wait, no, France played Iceland. Germany played Italy. It was Italy. Germany versus Italy. Germany scored. I don't remember who scored the goal. But then I don't even remember what minute it was. But Boateng decided to put his hands up in the air when he was going for a header, and the ball hit his hands or his arm or whatever, and got a penalty called for it. That made it so they went into all the way into extra time, whatever, and then they went into penalties, and they won the penalties. But there was a shaky penalty win because both teams had some awful misses, but Germany went through at the end. And anyways, back to the finals. France is definitely likely to be chosen by 90% of the population, pretty much, because they have Griezmann. They have pretty solid midfield with Matuidi, Pogba. I don't actually know who else they have in the midfield. Shaky defense, but I don't really know who they have at defense. But I know they have a pretty shaky defense because they've made some mistakes in the past, the past couple of games, and it just doesn't seem like the most solid defense compared to the rest of their team. So, and their attack, of course, is who is it? It's Griezmann. I guess they also have Payet in attacking role. I don't really know what he plays. I want to say he plays a cam or something. But they have Griezmann and 2 other people I don't even know. I think they have Griezmann and Giroud up top, pretty much. And it's a pretty solid team. Giroud in the last game against Germany showed his pace, his 50 pace, and because he couldn't outrun anybody. He's lucky he's kind of strong, so he can kind of battle people off and push people off the ball, or else he would not win any races whatsoever. But other than that, Portugal, all they have going for them pretty much is Ronaldo starting to find his stride, I would say, because they finally got a win, I should say, against Wales. And shout out to this guy who one of the only guys I subscribe to. He's a Welshman, and he made a video of how he's proud to be a Welshman, and I 100% appreciate that video, and like I have nothing but not appreciate. I shouldn't say appreciate, but I have nothing but respect for Wales, and they had a great run, and hopefully we can see them in the World Cup because that would be phenomenal. Ronaldo scored. I don't even know what minute it was, but he scored off a corner. He had a pretty crazy header. He was pretty high up, and just drilled into the back of the net, and it was nice. And I'm trying to think of what the second goal was. It was, I would assume it was Nani. I can't really remember who the second goal was, but regardless, they won 2-0. And I would say it's finally, see, like in my eyes, like the way I've seen the Portugal teams, that they've been dominant in pretty much every game. Like I feel like they've had most possession, they get more attacks and more chances created, but they just can't seem like to put the last finishing touch on every attack, or else they would easily win. Like in the group stage, they would easily have won games like 3-0, 3-1, or whatever, but they just could not finish, and that's just the way I looked at it. It's just they kept attacking. I would say, I don't really know what the statistics are, but it just felt like they were dominant compared to in every game, but they just couldn't get it to show on the scoreboard. So therefore, showing a lot of ties and draws. But overall, I felt like finally they put some finishing touches against Wales. They actually managed to finish. Like Ronaldo and a bunch of them have gotten many headers like that, but they just haven't been able to put them away. But finally, Ronaldo was able to put this one away. So honestly, my prediction on the game. Let me see, how far are we in with the chat? About 10 minutes, okay. But my prediction is, although it's very, 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 very likely that France is going to win due to all their star talent and stuff, and they just have been clicking more, I would say, and hopefully they don't have a bad game, because I really want this finals to be a good game. But I really want Portugal to win, just so Ronaldo can have a trophy for his country and something won with his country, and Lionel Messi has not. Because I'm a big Ronaldo fan, and although I do like Messi, I want Ronaldo to win this, because a lot of people like to write off Ronaldo and say Messi's way better, but Messi, on pretty much what seems to be an overpowered Argentina squad, cannot be the only competition, and even Copa America, which is a much weaker tournament, where all they have to do is beat Chile, really, because this year Neymar didn't play for Brazil. Brazil didn't even make it out of the group stage in Copa America, so really all they had to beat, or the only team they had to beat, was Chile, and they couldn't do that in the past 2 years. So Lionel Messi not being able to win a trophy on that team is absolutely like what's going on? You can't win on it. Like, you have Di Maria, you have, I guess, like all these rising stars, and they have strikers for days. Honestly, you know, they only called up like 3, but they, like, if they wanted to, they had strikers for days. They have like Diabala, who's had a spectacular season in Juventus, whatever. And it's just like, you guys should have won something by now. Anything. Copa America, you had like the last 2 years. You had this, like, last year you lost penalties. This year you lost penalties, even though there shouldn't have been a Copa America this year. But overall, I want Ronaldo to win that, and so I'm going to go with Portugal. And people who say Messi's just out of Ronaldo's league and he's way better and there's just no comparison, that's absolutely wrong. In my eyes, I guess it's just opinion based. But if Ronaldo wins this, I will definitely put him a leg up on Messi. And plus, Ronaldo overall, he has shown he could win in multiple leagues. Like, he can win the Premier League, he can win in Spanish League. Messi has always stuck with good teams, so he's pretty much only played with Argentina and Barcelona. So just that showing me that Ronaldo is also more versatile, I think. And Messi is just really hasn't really done anything outside of club. So he just, the more time he goes without winning an international or playing for a different team and winning something, he's definitely just a club player in my eyes. And he hasn't really won anything outside of Barcelona, so I guess, yeah, his loyalty is whatever, but still, at some point, if you want to be the best in the world, I think you should prove yourself in either winning internationally or winning in another club, and he hasn't done either of those. So yeah, so Ronaldo in my eyes is much better. I hope Ronaldo and Portugal win this, and they made it to the pretty far in like the last 4 Euros or something like that. So I'm really hoping he can get the W here, and mainly because I don't know how many more years Ronaldo has in him. I would love to see him win something for his country, and since he's 31, I think, I don't know, I'm guessing he'll play in the World Cup in 2 years, but after that, I don't know. I feel like after the World Cup in 2 years, if they qualify and all that, he will probably retire from international duty, and but I'm not 100, that's my guess. And because he has all this stuff outside of soccer, like his brands and his companies, his hotels and stuff like that, that he can finally put like full attention to, even though he does put a lot of attention with he models his own clothes in the CR7 brand, and he just has so much that he doesn't have to play soccer anymore, and it's gonna be a sad day when he retires. And Lionel Messi's already retired from international duty, so, well, supposedly, allegedly. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Go to Portugal. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow they play at about 2 p.m. Central, which kind of sucks to have to go to work at 4, but I'll be able to watch most of the game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, who you're supporting, and yeah, a lot of good games this Euros, and it's my first Euros I've actually watched because I enjoyed this video. Peace out. Bye.